This summer was supposed to be about love, laughter, and memories by the ocean. But one choice, one secret, one proposal will turn everything upside down. Asterisk, the story begins with the waves crashing softly against the shore. It's a kind of sound that usually brings peace. But tonight, the ocean feels heavy, almost like it knows what's coming. The sun is setting, painting the sky with orange and gold, but there is tension in the air that no sunset can hide. Belly stands at the pier, her hair blowing in the warm evening wind. She looks out at the water, but her mind is far away. Her heart is torn, her thoughts racing. She knows that nothing will ever be the same after this night. For weeks, the summer at Cousins Beach has been filled with mixed feelings. There were stolen glances, arguments that left scars, and moments of pure happiness that felt almost unreal. But beneath it all, something has been building, a choice that could change everything. Between Conrad's quiet, deep love and Jeremiah's open, bold heart, Belly has been caught in the middle. And though she tried to hold on to both, she knows she must face the truth. As the evening grows darker, Conrad walks alone by the shore. His face is serious, his steps slow, almost heavy. He reaches into his pocket, and his hand brushes against something cold, something he's been carrying for weeks but never dared to show. A small velvet box. Inside it lies not just a ring, but a promise. A promise of forever, of a life they could build together, away from the confusion and the heartbreak. Conrad whispers under his breath, almost to himself, "It's time." At the same moment, Jeremiah's watching from a distance. He sees the look on his brother's face, the way Conrad holds that box like it carries the weight of the world. Jeremiah's heart pounds. He knows what's about to happen, and fear grips him. Not fear of losing a game, but fear of losing Belly, the girl who has always been at the center of both their lives. His fists clench. His jaw tightens. He can't let this happen. Not now, not like this. Back at the house, laughter fills the dining room, but it feels forced. The Fisher family and Belly's family sit together, trying to enjoy dinner, but everyone can sense the storm coming. There's an unspoken tension, as if everyone knows that tonight will not end the way it began. Laurel glances at Belly, seeing the worry in her daughter's eyes. Susanna's memory lingers in every corner of the house. Her love and her warmth still felt. But even that can't shield them from what's about to unfold. The camera moves slowly from face to face, capturing the unease. Belly pushes food around her plate, lost in thought. Conrad keeps looking at her, his eyes filled with something deeper than words. Jeremiah avoids everyone's gaze, his emotions boiling beneath the surface. And then, like thunder before the storm, it happens. Conrad stands up. It's a small velvet box hidden in his hand. The room goes quiet. The only sound is the crackle of the fire in the fireplace and the faint crash of the waves outside. Everyone turns to look at him. Belly's breath catches in her throat. Jeremiah's heart drops. And Conrad, with a voice steady but filled with emotion, begins to speak. Asterisk, the room is frozen, as if time itself has stopped. Conrad's voice, though soft, carries a power that cuts through the silence. His eyes are locked on Belly, and in that moment it feels like no one else exists. He speaks carefully, every word chosen with purpose. There's something I need to say. Something I should have said a long time ago. Belly's hands tremble under the table. She can feel Jeremiah's gaze burning into her from across the room, but she can't look away from Conrad. Her heart beats louder than the waves outside, louder than the fire crackling behind her. She knows what's coming. She feels it in her bones. And that terrifies her more than anything. Conrad slowly pulls the small velvet box from his pocket, holding it tightly. The air in the room shifts. Everyone leans forward, barely breathing. Jeremiah's jaw clenches so tight it hurts. He grips the edge of the table, his knuckles turning white. To him, this isn't just a proposal, it's betrayal. Not just from Conrad, but from life itself. The scene cuts to Jeremiah's memory. Quick flashes, Belly laughing in the pool. Belly holding his hand on the boardwalk. Belly whispering secrets in the dark of night. He remembers the way she looked at him, the way he believed she chose him. The thought that all of that could be slipping away in this single moment feels unbearable. His voice echoes inside his own head. You can't let him take her. You can't lose her. Back in the present, Conrad kneels down. His movements are slow, deliberate, almost fragile. He opens the box, revealing the ring. It sparkles under the dim light, reflecting all the hopes and fears of this messy, tangled summer. Conrad's voice breaks slightly as he says, Belly, I've loved you for as long as I can remember. And I can't imagine a future without you in it. Gasps fill the room. Belly's mother covers her mouth, eyes wide with shock. Stephen's fork clatters onto his plate. The fire crackles louder, like it's feeding off the drama unfolding before it. Belly's breath catches, tears already forming in her eyes. She doesn't know what to feel, love, fear, guilt, or something else she can't name. Jeremiah can't take it anymore. He pushes back his chair with a sharp scrape, the sound slicing through the heavy silence. He stands up, fists clenched, and blurts out, No, you can't do this, Conrad. His voice shakes with anger and pain. Everyone turns to him, shocked. But Jeremiah doesn't stop. You don't get to just step in and decide everything. You don't get to pretend like the past doesn't matter. Belly's eyes dart between the two brothers, her chest rising and falling quickly. The storm she feared is here. And no matter what happens next, someone she loves will be broken. The camera pulls back slowly, showing the three of them locked in a triangle of pain, love, and impossible choices. The waves crash harder outside, lightning flashes in the distance, and the house that once felt like home now feels like a battlefield. Because tonight isn't just about love. It's about loyalty. It's about betrayal. And it's about a proposal that could shatter everything. Asterisk, the storm outside finally bursts. Rain hammers against the windows, lightning flashes across the sky, and thunder shakes the walls. It's as if nature itself refuses to stay silent, mirroring the chaos inside the house. Jeremiah's voice is raw, breaking the fragile spell Conrad's proposal had cast. You don't get to do this, Conrad. Jeremiah's words slice through the room. His chest rises and falls with heavy breaths, his eyes glistening, not just with anger, but with heartbreak. He steps forward, standing between Conrad and Belly like a shield. You left. You let her go. And I was the one who stayed. I was the one who loved her when you couldn't even look at her. Conrad doesn't flinch. His eyes never leave Belly's. The rain outside streaks across the window pane, reflecting the turmoil in his heart. I made mistakes. I know that. But Belly? She's the only one I've ever wanted. And I won't walk away this time. His voice trembles with both pain and determination. Belly's hands shake. Tears spill down her cheeks, but she doesn't wipe them away. The two brothers, so different, yet bound by the same lavar, standing on opposite sides of her world. The weight of their words presses down on her chest until it feels hard to breathe. Jeremiah's anger boils over. He knocks the ring box out of Conrad's hand and it clatters to the floor. The sharp sound echoes like a gunshot. Everyone gasps. Belly's heart lurches as the symbol of forever lies broken on the wooden boards. Conrad bends down, picking it up slowly. His face calm, but his eyes burning. He whispers almost to himself, You'll never understand. The camera cuts close to Jeremiah's face. His voice cracks as he spits out, No, Conrad. You'll never understand what it feels like to love someone with everything you have, and still never be enough. His words are drenched in pain. A confession that he never meant to speak out loud. The room is silent again, but not with peace. It's the silence before everything shatters. Belly takes a step back, her whole body trembling. She feels pulled apart, like her heart is tearing in two directions at once. She loves them both, but she knows love is no longer enough. Someone will be broken, and she will be the one holding the pieces. The storm outside grows louder, the house groaning against the wind. Laurel places a hand on Belly's shoulder, whispering softly, You don't have to answer tonight, but Belly can't hear her. She is locked in a prison of choice, her future dangling in front of her, like the ring still clutched in Conrad's hand. The camera slowly zooms out, showing Belly trapped between the brothers, her tears mixing with the sound of thunder. The family that once felt like a safe haven now feels like a battlefield of love and betrayal. And as the lightning flashes, it becomes clear. This proposal isn't just about love, it's about survival. Because when two hearts fight for one soul, nothing will ever stay whole. The storm rages harder than ever, and the house feels like it's shaking under the weight of all the unspoken words. The sound of rain on the roof is deafening, but still, it cannot drown out the silence that follows Jeremiah's confession. Everyone is holding their breath, waiting for Belly to speak. But she can't. Her voice is locked away, buried beneath fear and love and guilt. Conrad stays on one knee, the ring still in his hand, his eyes never leaving hers. His voice cracks as he whispers, "Belly, it's always been you. Even when I pushed you away, even when I tried to pretend it didn't hurt. It's always been you." His words hang in the air like a promise and a curse. Jeremiah steps closer, shaking his head, tears streaking down his face. "Don't listen to him, Belly. He'll only hurt you again. You know me. I'll never leave you. I'll never make you doubt where you stand in my life." His voice breaks on the last word. And for the first time, his anger gives way to desperation. Belly looks between them, her vision blurred with tears. She remembers the nights filled with laughter with Jeremiah, the warmth of his steady love. She remembers the quiet, stolen moments with Conrad, the kind of love that felt deeper than words. Both memories crash into her at once, and it feels like she's drowning. Her knees give out, and she collapses into the chair behind her, covering her face with her hands. The room is still, except for the storm outside. Laurel moves forward, wanting to comfort her, but stops. This is Belly's moment, her choice. No one else can carry it for her. The camera closes in on Belly's face as she finally lowers her hands. Her eyes are red, her lips trembling. She looks at Conrad, then Jeremiah, then back again. Her voice is soft, but it cuts like glass. "I can't do this." Gasps fill the room. Jeremiah stumbles back, his face pale. Conrad's chest rises and falls, his grip on the ring box tightening until his knuckles turn white. Belly shakes her head, more tears streaming down her cheeks. "I love you both, but I can't choose. Not like this. Not tonight." The camera shifts to the brother's face, Ijramir shattered. Conrad unreadable but broken inside. The ring glints one last time under the flicker of lightning, a symbol of love that is turned into a weapon. Conrad slowly closes the box, his hand trembling. Jeremiah turns away, wiping his tears angrily, as if refusing to let anyone see him fall apart. The storm outside begins to quiet, but the silence inside is even louder. Belly stands, her body shaking, and whispers, "I'm sorry." Then she runs out into the night, the rain drenching her instantly. Her sobs lost to the storm. The camera lingers on the brothers. Standing apart, the distance between them now wider than ever. The proposal has changed everything, not just for Belly, but for their family, for their future, for everything they thought they knew. As the screen fades to black, one final line echoes, "When love demands a choice. Sometimes the only answer is to walk away." Text appears on screen.